Hello.
Hi.
What's the name of this shop?
Bike.
Where is Bake?
Bike St David's.
What is St David's?
Smallest city in the UK, so you say.
Why is this the best bike shop in the world?
Well, I suppose they have the most eclectic mixture of bicycling related items.
Why don't you stock any big brands here, Joe?
Well, I don't know if you need to have big brands to get a good bike. It's, they require a great big buy-in, and I prefer to have something a bit more unusual.
So if you've got someone who's wanting to get into cycling, what sort of bike do you think they should get?
Depends what they think they want to do.
So say someone wants to get into road cycling.
Yeah.
They had a bit more time over pandemic times, and they want to ride their bike more. What would be a good bike that they can enjoy cycling on, go reasonably fast on the road, and a good price and comfortable ride?
Well, there's a question. I'm not sure I have anything in stock right now that would do the job, but my second-hand Cannondale Cad 10 would probably be.
Oh, right. Zoom into this section.
Just gonna move these because upside down.
So what's special about the Cinelli brand, Joe?
Well, I would say it's the design and the art in the background. So they do really unusual bikes, and the way they look is totally unique, and they ride really well as well.
Okay, so that's why I'd get a Cinelli rather than a Trek, for example.
Yeah, you'd get a Trek if you wanted a really straightforward bike with, that does the job and doesn't have a huge amount of flair.
So what sort of customer would look for a Cinelli?
Usually it's somebody who fancies something a bit more flamboyant, perhaps.
Yeah.
And likes the Italian heritage. Yeah.
So have you got any Cinellis in the shop to show us?
Well, I've only got the touring bike, the Ho Bootleg at the moment, so in the background there, which is the full-on long-distance touring bike. And I've got an old aluminium frame just hanging up, and I've got my Super Corsa outside, which they still make in Italy with Italian steel.
So I remember my first bike, Joe, was a steel frame, and I think it was really quite good. So why should more people consider a steel frame over aluminium or carbon?
Well, I think the biggest argument for steel is that it's such a durable material. It lasts so long that you can have a bike that will last a lifetime if you look after it. And the frame can last as long as a whole lifetime. But carbon, you can get an incredibly lightweight bike, and it performs really well. But once it's reached the end of its life, which may not be, depending on how it meets its end.
So two examples of that. One of my carbon bikes.
Not me.
What was that?
And
Well, so why do you come to Joe's shop, Alistair?
because the servicing's excellent
Try my best.
and there's always a fantastic welcome, there's always great music, and it's just a proper bike shop.
So why would you come here rather than go to like a chain where you could maybe buy
Because this place is real
Hmm.
rather than marketed to the nth. It's
Excellent.
like real people and
Yeah.
real bikes
Yeah, real music.
and real music. And
From,
Joe actually knows his stuff too. He's
Yeah.
actually very good
Yeah.
at what he's servicing. You know, he's very knowledgeable.
I just want that.